Hey, Zesma here, and I'm back with Tottenham and England Football Manager series. Today we've got an England match against Romania in the European Championship qualifiers, but we're going to start with the Champions Cup draw. So this is for the quarter-final. Obviously the teams I'd be hoping for well, Sporting Lisbon. The rest of them I wouldn't really want to come up against, although PSG, Chelsea, Man City, I've played them all before and I think I could beat them, as I have done before. I can't remember whether I've played Barca and Madrid before. AC Milan, I think, are another team I can beat. I just really need to beat. I really need to avoid Barca and Madrid. Yeah, I haven't played them before. So they're the two that, at the same time as I would like to play against. But in terms of wanting to win, well, they're our biggest competition. So Barca first out, and they're going to be playing PSG. So that's two tough teams gone. AC Milan. We've got Sporting Lisbon. That's the one I wanted. I know it's a bit scummy to hope for the easy draw. Well, the easiest draw, not really an easy draw. They're a great team, Sporting Lisbon. But we've got either Barca or PSG going out, either Chelsea or City, and either Milan or Madrid. So we're losing three massive teams definitely from the tournament, which we were always going to lose. We were always going to lose three big teams, but whichever team it was, well, we're going to be losing four big teams. Just depends on who they are. But we've got the we've got the semi-final draw as well. Now for this one, looking at it now, I think while if AC Milan somehow beat Real Madrid, that's the team I'd most want to play against. I think for a tie, right at this moment, I want one of the English clubs because I'm just more confident against them, to be honest. But I'll take that. The odds will say that we'll be up against Real Madrid, and probably Barcelona in the final, up against Real Madrid in the semis. But who knows? We may even lose to Sporting. AC Milan might win, and we don't know what's going to happen. Ever. You never know what's going to happen. So yeah, but I'm happy. I'm relatively happy with those draws. Now let's move on to the main point of this video, which is the England game against Romania. So now we're back with the England game against Romania. It's a full-strength team from us, as well. What's the point in not putting up a full-strength team? I'm not sure whether this is our strongest team or exactly what our strongest team is, but this is at the moment what I believe to be my strongest team. So it's Joe Hart in goal, Walker, Jones, Corker, and Baines along the back. Now Corker I put in there just because he's a Tottenham player. I do think Shawcross is a bit better, but I've decided to play Corker for this game because I want to get him more experienced. I believe he's going to be a future Tottenham captain, a future England captain. I believe he's going to be an amazing player. Wilshere and Gerrard in the middle, so we've got the young midfield talent and the old midfield talent coming in there. We've also got Rodwell on the bench. We've got Lennon on the right, Adam Johnson on the left, Rooney and Ben up front. To be honest, I know I've heard of Guan, I think that's how you say it, Guain, before. He's a relatively good player. He's getting quite old now though, actually. But I remember on Football Manager 2008, he was an absolute beast. Marika, I believe he plays for, did he play for Schalke in real life? Plays for Montpellier now. Yeah, he plays for Schalke in real life. So there they've got quite a big player. Torge, I believe this guy used to play for Chelsea, if I'm right. No. Oh, he's the... No. I must be thinking of someone else. Tamas, I believe that's Gabriel Tamas from West Brom. Indeed it is, although he's joining Deportivo soon. And then they've got Pantilimon in goal as well. So they do have a few decent players, but no one really who's going to worry us too much, I don't think. I think our team are a bit too experienced and a bit too good for Romania, without being cocky in any way. That's just what I think. And yeah, I think we can win this match. It's a very interesting pitch, although I quite like it, to be fair. I like it when you get a different pitch on Football Manager. It's not just the same pitch every single time, like it seems to be in the Premier League, which is, you do normally get the similar pitches in the Premier League, except for when you go into Wigan. I think they do still share their stadium with the rugby teams. It's often very messed up. But I like the different pitches, when you go to different countries. I know in Football Manager 2011, there was a really nice picture in one of the Korean stadiums. So I always used to get an away friendly against South Korea, because they had a really nice picture and I used to like looking at it. Good in the winter as well, because they changed the colour of the ball, and it was orange, and it looks so good. Kyle Walker's picked up an injury, so I don't think there's any reason why we should keep him on. There's no point in risking him, you know. It's not like it's a game that we do need to win it, but it's not like a game that if Walker comes off, he's gonna, you know, that's gonna stop us from winning. I think we can still win it without Walker on the pitch, and he has been injured, unfortunately, but that's just how it's gonna have to go. Oh yeah, one thing to say, Johnson seems to have picked up a knock or something. He's not moving. And now we're 1-0 fucking down. Here we go. Johnson's hurt. We're 1-0 down. That's our first goal conceded in this group. Unfortunately, that is our defensive record done. But oh well. I still think we can win this game. Smalling. Rooney's through on goal, has to score that and does. 1-1, back in the game now. Nice goal from Rooney, ball over the top from Smalling, I think it was, who was partly at fault for the first goal. You know, it was in his area where the cross initially came in from, but puts the ball over the top to Rooney and makes up for it, I guess. Eric, the one who scored, Eric is, so we'll have to be looking out for him. It wasn't a very difficult goal to score, but from what we've seen, he's a tricky player. Playing like cam, I think he's playing on the left side of the cam, because they've got the 3 cams playing, you know, just behind the striker. And Torge, is that an offside? Yeah, it is. There we go. Thank you, referee. He's gonna go and complain with that, but I don't think anyone else will from his team. Like he should complain about that. You know, if he just scored a goal against England, I'd be complaining definitely. I'd definitely not want that to be taken away. Baines, Corker, Jones, especially when it's in a qualifier, you know. In Romania, they're desperate to get, you know, to the Euros, and you know, out of this group, apart from Norway, I think Romania are the next strongest team. So if they can beat Norway, I think they stand every chance of. I'm not sure whether it's playoff. I think it's playoffs after. There isn't a runner-up spot to get in. I think this group's one that only has playoffs, so they have to get into the playoffs. Oh my god, and Torge has just got an absolute beautiful free kick. Just cannot argue with that kind of a strike. Unfortunately, that does mean we're now 2-1 down. It was a very, very nice goal from Gabriel Torge there. You know, so he's currently playing for PSG, Torge, though, so he's got to be quite dangerous. I'm going to have an absolute go at them because we should be winning this, really. Yeah, this is kind of unacceptable kind of performance. I'm not going to change anything just yet, but Steven Gerrard's looking quite tired, so I might get on Rodwell for him. Rodwell is looking to break into the first team for England. If he can put on a good performance, he might put Carrick out the squad permanently, you know, because Carrick is quite old now. I did want him to go to the Euros, but you know, it depends on how he performs for United, and basically how Rodwell or other players perform as well, because if other players are better, you know, you've got to take your best team. But yeah, I think this England team, not a great team. Yeah, we don't seem to have any stars broken through yet, but I'm hoping. Oh, Rooney's put us back in again, back in the game. He's the one who's saving us today, Rooney. But no, I'm hoping we can get a few more young England players by the European Championships. Lee Ashton might be ready to go to the tournament then. You know, it's another about season and it's a quarter to go until the Euros, so Lee Ashton has some time to prove himself still. Oh, Johnson should be scoring that. Pantilimon with his big body making it tougher though. I'm going to get Rodwell on for Gerrard here because Gerrard's just looking a bit tired. He's on that yellow card, but you don't need to go down to 10 men, sorry. So let's get Rodwell on and see how this, how we going from now on. It's not responding. Come on, there we go. It will be back in just a second. There we go. But yeah, this has been a slightly disappointing game. I don't really know what's happened really. You know, we haven't been poor, but we just can't seem to get on the attack until we're a goal behind. Good tackle there from Rob. Well, that's what he does add that Jared doesn't have. A bit more defensive qualities, whereas Wilshere can provide the more attacking qualities. So in that sense, it could be a good partnership. In Football Manager 2012, I had a really good save going with England, and I have Rodwell and Wilshere in the central midfield. So maybe we'll go with that again. Adam Johnson, good winger. So yeah, well, he's a good winger on this anyway. Real life, he hasn't been doing much. When he's on top form, he is a brilliant player though. Wilshere. I find it a bit unrealistic how Wilshere's not grown at all, because his stats are unrealistic. You know, they don't replicate what he is in real life already, but they haven't really grown much, which I find quite strange. Quite annoying as well for the England manager, as I can't. Well, he's the biggest player we have really in terms of central midfielders. And that is my 3 subs done. Just getting Oxlade-Chamberlain on for Lennon. Lennon hasn't really done anything, so why not get Ox on? Ox has had 1 or 2 good games under me as manager. We do really need to push on now though to try and get that win. Got about 15 minutes left of the game plus added time, so it comes to almost 20 minutes probably left. In fact, I'm going to go on to overload because I do think that we need to go on to overload now. Just because I do need to get this win really. I did set myself the challenge of winning every game. God, did set myself the challenge of winning every game in this group. If we lose one, I'd much rather lose, knowing that I tried my hardest to win. Because a point doesn't really do much for us, to be honest, because we'll probably still win the group anyway. So a point really doesn't do anything for us. So why not go out and go overload if a point's not really going to matter that much. Whereas 3 points, it's just better to get, and it keeps up my keeps up my challenge hopes. Come on, let's get a goal here. Though if we do score, I will sit on it, because that is the England way, and also because I don't think I'm going to score 2 more goals. Rooney now, what can he do? Finds Darren Bent. This is your moment to shine. There it is, the goal. That's what we wanted. Oh, I'm not going to go defensive. I'm going to go counter. Yeah, counter. Well, Bent, I was just about to say, this is your moment to shine, but he sets up Johnson, so the 2 players that I wasn't 100% sure about really coming to create a goal there. And definitely really looking forward to seeing if they can provide more stuff like that. Bent unselfishly finds Johnson, who scores the goal, which will hopefully give us the 3 points now for this game, I'm hoping anyway. It's been a tough game, obviously, away in Romania. Obviously, they've got good fans, as most European teams do. They're likely to sell out in their stadium, I'd imagine, from what I know about Romania, which isn't a whole lot. Just that they're, a similar. I think of them as a similar team to like Serbia, just not as good as Serbia. Bent now. Oh, Bent scored. That puts it beyond doubt. 4-2. And it's looking comfortable, although this game really has been anything but comfortable up until, well, then really. Now I'm pretty comfortable. I'm going to leave it on counter because, well, quite frankly, I can't be bothered to change it. And it doesn't really matter. We've pretty much won this game now. Even if they score, I don't think they're going to score 2 goals. Although I said I wouldn't score 2 goals, didn't I? I said that. And yeah, I would go on to overload, score 1, go on to counter and score 1. So I did actually score 2 goals. But that would partly be because of... No, that's not going in. Imagine if that had gone in and the ref hadn't blown his whistle. But anyway, I'm happy with that. A comeback. It's a tough away match against Romania. As you can see, we've got Norway, Romania, Belarus and Malta. So not the toughest group, but Romania and Norway, but definitely the 2 tougher teams, and we've already beaten those 2. Adam Johnson getting man of the match as well, which is always nice for one of our players to get it. Personally, I think Rooney did a slight bit more than Adam Johnson scoring the 2 goals. Rooney kind of kept it alive for us. But it's not all about goals, I guess. I'm just happy we won the match, to be honest. So, taking a look at the table now, 3 games gone, 9 points, 15 goals scored, 2 against. We're ahead of Norway, and we've got a game in hand over them. We're 6 points ahead of Romania. So really now we should be qualifying from this. And I'm going to show you the rest of the qualifying games. And now, if you take a look, there's Romania an away match, and if you go back to Norway away, so the two toughest teams, we've already played them both away from home. So now that is looking extremely good. We've got five more European Championship matches left to go. You know, we've got Belarus at home, Norway at home, Malta and Belarus away. I'm fairly confident of beating those two, and then we finish at home to Romania. That home game against Romania will probably be very crucial for them, so that's probably our toughest game now, because that'll probably be Romania trying to get into that playoff spot. But I think, can we seal it in that match against Norway, or do we have to wait till Malta or Belarus? I think we can seal it in that match against Norway, depending on how Norway go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We can definitely seal it before the Romania game though, and I think we will do that. I think we can win the rest of them. And if you take a look at our friendlies, you know, I realised I had an easy group, so I've gone for like some tougher friendlies. Well, not really tough, you know. Portugal, tough team to play obviously, although I did go with them at home. Ghana, relatively tough team. I've gone at home again though. Probably should have gone away for Ghana. That would have been quite fun. But Wales and Ireland, obviously again very tough matches. Like we did. I didn't think Scotland would be that tough, but only a 1-0 win away. So you know, Wales and Ireland are better teams, and they're also away. So yeah, we'll have to see exactly how it goes. But no friendlies arranged for 2016 yet, simply because we can't. So yeah, we'll have to wait for any friendlies to be arranged then. England show lethal touch, all this good stuff. England on course. That's not a very typical England performance, you know, having to actually battle it out and actually doing well to win. I was very proud of my team in that match actually. Obviously Germany and Spain are higher than us in the world rankings. I don't know how England are third. They didn't do particularly well in the World Cup. But Argentina, Mexico, Portugal are 6th. We have got a friendly coming up against Portugal. Ghana are 10th. So like I say, two tough games in terms of friendlies coming up. 6th and 10th coming up. So there's two tough games, you know, two games that could easily come up in the World Cup or in the Euros. But anyway, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, and of course, as ever, subscribe if you haven't already. Go and check out my FIFA series if you enjoy that kind of stuff. But most of all, I'd just like to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.